Hello, folks. Welcome to the Scumdogs Kennel. Now we're going to have some fun and look at some comic books. But first, let me show you some of my artwork. Let me get this up here first. Show you some of my art. All right. Just a moment, folks. I'll be right with you. Let's see this and show you some this. This. Here we are. Let me go to share screen. And voila, here's Death Mug, having just removed his skin and stuff. Looks pretty good. Let me go back here for a moment. Let me go up here and show off Buick Starpoon. Here's Buick Starpoon. I'm continuing to work on my Scumdogs graphic novel, and it's coming along pretty good. You're going to love the new artwork I have of it up. Here we're looking at Buick Starpoon, the guy with the pink pompadour hair with the little palm tree growing out of it. Death Mug, Murdermouth, and Sloppy are above him, emerging out of a portal. They're doing their own thing there. Let's see. The purple guy with the silver mask is Death Mug. The blue guy with the top hat and the big smile is Murdermouth. And the pink guy with the, blob-like head is Sloppy. Right now, Buick Starpoon is being basically harassed or basically being reprimanded. I won't tell you who it is. I'll save that for later. I've already said his name before, but we can get to that again. Here is the cover for the Scumdogs graphic novel. I'm thinking of editing this up a bit and putting a few characters in and maybe redoing it. It's pretty good and good enough for a comic book, I think. And stuff. It's definitely a good pinup. You can see Scumdogs there. Maybe give it a new title as well. But pretty much I'm completely pleased with it for the most part. All right. You can see Death Mug and Murdermouth and Sloppy chasing down my parody of the Smurfs, the Snores. You see, they're like the Smurfs. They live in carrot houses, and they are purple, and they're orange, of course. Go down here. Here I have a pinup of a hair metal doctor. As I've said before, I'm going to put all of the Scumdogs on covers. I'm also going to have a bunch of new characters that are going to be working with Buick Starpoon, his crew. One character is known as Girl Friday. Another one is known as Roadhog. You're going to love them. Girl Friday is, she's no Girl Friday. She's just there to basically watch Buick Starpoon because even though he's an idiot, he somehow ends up saving the day. So it's funny for that. And Hair Metal Doctor here is a parody of Dr. Mindbender from G.I. Joe, crossed over with Ozzy Osbourne. You can see him strumming his guitar and just looking awesome. I'm thinking of also using this. This is, as I've said before, I'm going to make a bunch of T-shirts, and this pinup here is going to be on one of them. This pinup will also be included in the Scumdogs graphic novel, along with a bunch of other pinups, including Miss Breasty Melons, who is a parody of the Baroness and Tiamat and Zaymot from G.I. Joe. She's basically a rich CEO who buys an evil organization, but she can't run it because she is a CEO. So she gets Death Mug to run it for her, and she basically finances them. And basically, it tends to be the Baroness character of the Scumdogs. She looks awesome, don't you think? Pretty good artwork. Gotta love what I did here. You can see her just having her hand on her leg there, she just looks cool. Let's see. You see some more artwork right here and stuff like that. And stuff. I'm really proud of what I did. I'm thinking about having some of the first pages recolored, though. But then again, my coloring for Hair Metal Doctor went pretty well. It looks like a pro job, or good enough to be in a comic book, I'd say. You can see him in the spotlight there. All right. Maybe I ought to, let's see, at 523. We looked at this bit. Now, let's go over and look at some Indiegogos and stuff. Let's get this right off the bat. There's Richard Meyer's new campaign. I will look at it. Oh, T-Bird and Throttle. We continue to look at that like that in a moment. Cyborg USA has made 11,303. Let's look at T-Bird and Throttle for a bit. Well, right now I just want to check out. It's made $8,265, going for $16,000. It's halfway there, over halfway there. So yeah, it's got 27 days left, and it's going to be funded, and probably make even more. And then it's got probably another 30 days, and then it'll make even more money. And then it's going into in demand. Now, I probably will fund this, the collected edition of this book, because then I can get the entire story in a graphic novel format. I really do want it, because I didn't put back any of the previous issues, but I like what I've read of it. Let's see, T-Bird and Throttle, collected edition, 45 USD. Okay, I can do that. Get all 4 issues. The final one is 60 pages. Each one besides that was 30 pages. So that's T-Bird and Throttle. Here's the special complete trade paperback, 250 plus pages. Oh, wow, that looks awesome. Collects all 4 issues plus 0. 30, 30, and 30. 50. 200. Looks good, don't it? Look, folks. Let's see. You can get T-Bird and Throttle 4 for $20. That's good for a price. And it's a 60-page comic book. Now, let's go, before we do anything else, let's go over to Bounding Into Comics. And for then, we have 2 people watching the Scumdogs Kennel. Thank you for joining us. Leave some comments, and maybe we can talk about what you want to see and stuff. I would love to hear from my fans. Let's go over to Bounding Into Comics now. Let's read some news. Batman Forever director Joel Schumacher has died. Yeah, Joe Schumacher has died. The guy who directed, Falling Down. Let's see that again. He directed Batman Forever, The Lost Boys, and Falling Down. Sounds pretty good. That's pretty good. He'll be remembered for those movies and stuff like that. Ben Stiller advocates replacing Roosevelt statue with Robin Williams. Ben Stiller can go bash his head in. Okay, maybe not. I shouldn't say that. And Teddy Roosevelt had his problems. Or maybe I shouldn't say that. I really hope I didn't do a whoopsie there. People shouldn't listen to Ben Stiller about any actor about how politics is handled, especially about these statues, especially for Teddy Roosevelt. Remember, Michael Keaton. I don't think I made an oopsie by saying he can go get it. Ben Stiller can go jump in a lake. Oh, I hope I didn't make a mistake there. Think I made a mistake? I mean, I didn't threaten his life. I just said he can go. Oh, crap. I got angry at this because, especially from Ben Stiller, hearing that from him. Well, either way, Joel Schumacher has died, and he was still a bit of a. He still made a movie I didn't like, Batman Forever. I'm trying to give him some good words, but he has made good movies, so there is that. But I still detested Batman Forever, and that was over 22 years ago now, huh? What was he, in his 60s? Couldn't have been that much older. King Godzilla versus King Kong Leaks explain New Titan in detail the climactic fight of legends. Oh, crap. You think I made a mistake by saying Ben Stiller can go have his head against the wall? I really hope I didn't make a mistake there. What do you think, folks? I'm kind of scared about that, honestly. Some of this, let's see. Of course, you know Michael Keaton to play Batman in the Flash movie. Rumor. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this. Maybe. Let me go over to some other things. I want to see we got this covered. Maybe I should do this. I wonder if let me do this. I got too many things open and closing this. I want to try this. Here we are. New Star Wars theory suggests who is the saga's next big bad could. Oh boy. We don't care about Star Wars anymore, and, well, the sooner it disappears, the better. Ryan Reynolds pushing for Deadpool to be a major player in the MCU. Let's go look at that. Huh? As I understand it, they're just replacing him. Everybody knows that when it comes to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Kevin Feige's word is the only one that matters. Countless big-name franchises have suffered over the years from studio interference, troublesome directors, and stars that get a little too big for their boots. And one of the reasons the MCU has been so successful is that there's only one person calling the shots. Edward Norton forced himself into the creative side of things during The Incredible Hulk and didn't work out too well for him in the end, while Paul Rudd is the only actor to be involved in the writing process on any of the studio's movies. Even A-listers that own their own companies like Robert Downey Jr. and Bradley Cooper didn't try and seek a producing credit because everybody answers to Feige in the end. Ooh. One upcoming title where that might end up causing an issue with, though, is Deadpool 3, given how instrumental Ryan Reynolds has been in the Merc with the Mouth solo adventures. Not only did he spend trying to get the first movie made and play the lead part, but he was also the creative driving force behind the series in his dual role as producer and co-writer. There's only been plenty of rumors about the behind-the-scenes friction between Reynolds and his new corporate overlords surrounding Deadpool's future, and we've now heard that Hugh Jackman's arch nemesis is pushing for Wade Wilson to become a major player in the MCU that crosses over the rest of the franchise marquee names and is treated on the same level as the rest of their biggest heroes. Let's see. Hugh Jackman's arch nemesis is Sabretooth. If you're talking about that one where Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds were in the same movie, you really don't want to call that guy Wade Wilson. You're going to back that stuff. But either way, Ryan Reynolds is definitely not in the lead to keep playing Deadpool, I'd say. I'm just only saying that. I hope because we're only going to get a watered-down version of Deadpool in the future. And most likely they're going to replace him. Disney will do anything to make us forget about Ryan Reynolds, which they're not going to be able to because we love Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. I'm just not so sure he's going to keep playing him in the future. They should, but I doubt it. They're that stupid. According to our intel, which comes from the same sources that told us Hun would return in Fast and the Furious, and that had a secret cameo in Hobbs, both of which were correct. Ryan Reynolds is said to be concerned that if Deadpool 3 ends up being then the studio will confine him to his own corner of the MCU in an effort to keep the character's more adult-oriented antics separate from the rest of the family-friendly roster. He obviously doesn't want this, though, and is pushing for the Merc to be involved in a wider MCU and be a major player in the franchise, crossing over with the other heroes and being part of the big event arcs. If your movie isn't going to be R-rated, most likely no one's going to want to go see it because you will have destroyed people's faith in you, Ryan Reynolds. And you can't really trust your corporate overlords. I hope that Disney goes and dies for all I care. Of course, the Six Underground star is fully aware of both the box office and crossover potential that comes with Deadpool being an important member of the MCU. Even if the threequel ends up being the MCU's first rated installment, it would be foolish on the studio's part not to incorporate such a universally popular character in the shared universe in a huge way. But for now, we'll just have to wait and see how. Yeah, it's probably just not going to happen. All this is just talk, and it's making me a bit nervous. Let's go down here and see anything. Zachary Quinto says he's not really attached. Michael Keaton, Batman expected to return for. Oscar Isaac says he returns to. New Keanu Reeves movie will skip theaters. Ghost. Yeah, boring. Well, look at this stuff. Let's maybe go over to this. Now, let's try Disney. Annoying. Star Wars is dumb. Yeah, dumb. Whoops. Oop, there. Disney Star Wars is dumb. All right, let's go and look at this now. Lucy Media will turn Legacy Media, Jon Favreau. Star Wars The Mandalorian creator Jon Favreau believes creatives to fans more. In a recent interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Favreau explains his position and how loving the franchise makes a difference. Yep. The fact of the matter is, as much as we love working on Star Wars, we love even more making Star Wars for other people. And when other people are excited by it, but dig what we're doing and are appreciative, that's as good as it gets for us. You put something out in the world and then it echoes back at you. You have to listen. It's not a one-way street. Yeah, this is pretty good. I wonder how much of this was written for him, though, because I don't trust anything coming from Hollywood, no matter who it is. But at least this is going in the right direction. It's a two-way street. You have to feel the energy of the audience. But when you come from comedy, and when I was doing improv back in Chicago, that's it. You have to read the room. You have to feel the room. You have to basically be with the audience. You have to be part of it. Listening to the audience is a concept that runs in stark contrast to what Rian Johnson said about the fans. I feel like every Star Wars thing that ever gets made has a big, loud response because you're a big idiot, Rian Johnson. And you don't listen to anything and you're a fake fan. Star Wars fans are passionate, and that's what makes them awesome, he said. And I don't think it's possible if you're really telling a story you care about and having it come from your heart. It's just not possible to be intellectually processing like what everyone else wants, nor would it be a good thing, a healthy thing. I don't think that's a good way to tell a story. Ha! Because you don't care about it. Now you're facing a bunch of backlash for it, you little dweeb. According to IndieWire, Ryan doubled down in 2019 during an interview for Radio.com. I think approaching any creative process with making fandoms happy would be a mistake. That would lead to probably the exact opposite result, Johnson said. Even my experience as a fan, if I'm coming into something, even if it's something that I think I want, it's if I see exactly what I think I want on the screen, it's like, oh, okay, it might make me smile and make me feel neutral about the thing, and I don't really think about it afterwards, but that's not really going to satisfy me. More... That is just a bunch of, what's the words I'm looking for here? That's just him saying stuff. Word salad. A bunch of gobbledygook coming out of his mouth. Not giving fans what they want. He just wants to basically make an excuse that he gave the Hollywood what it wanted, so he could basically get the praise from his fellow Hollywood guys. He doesn't care about the movie he made. He made a big pile of poop. And he gave us this, saying that we would not know what we'd want. Well, we did not want you gave us. That is a given. So which side of the fence do you think the Legacy Media falls on? Well, Let's see. Disney and Lucasfilm are dealing with the first conspicuous setbacks of their 5-year corporate. Yep. And it's going to get worse because Disney doesn't care about Star Wars. It only cares about making money. So they have no idea how to do it. And Star Wars will die, and so will Marvel, and I'll be happy about it. A solo Star Wars story has fallen far short of our gargantuan box office expectations, while the studios ponders whether that, well, look at, well, that requires adjusting a course of small, rebellious, and inherently vocal quadrant of the fan community is delighting in, and deriving an unfortunate message from those. As politicians have discovered, there are trade-offs involved in allowing the louder and most belligerent voices, those prone to seeking Sith-like absolutes, to find the terms of debate. More word salad and more bullcrap. Listen, those movies, they blew. All of the Disney Star Wars movies blow. They are not good movies, and you're making them even worse. You're trying to go for the lowest common denominator by trying to appeal to everyone and not making even a good story. Appeal to the fans. Appeal to someone. Then maybe you'll appeal to others with that movie. But you're not doing that. You're just giving us trash, Disney. Hearing and being as sensitive to what fans want makes sense, but bowing to the force of vocal contingent. More word salad from these guys, more from the legacy media who don't know anything about actual people. One that's perhaps a small minority. No, it ain't a small minority. A small minority is the ones who basically love these Disney Star Wars movies. That is a small minority. Most people just saw a bad movie. Now, the fans themselves there are fans, and, well, I wouldn't say they're a minority, but they genuinely didn't like this movie, but they generally hate it. But the regular people are the ones you were trying to go for, and you failed at that. Is a road fraught with peril. As Han Solo himself once said, it's not always possible to fly by. It's never possible if... No. Let me go back here. You're trying to say flyby committee is bad, and basically trying to appease the fans is bad. Well, you did the same thing. You made the last movie by committee, and it still failed. All of them were made by committee. You don't know how to do Star Wars movies. You only won the first one. Well, Disney only did it because people wanted a new Star Wars movie. Now they've been given trash, and they're no longer going to come back. You've destroyed the fan love of Star Wars, and you're going to do it to Marvel. Well, you're already doing it to Marvel, mainly because I haven't really enjoyed any of the Marvel movies in years. Here's what one critic wrote when it was thought that Rise of Skywalker was attempting to course correct based on critical... Oh, crap, here we go. The real problem with Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is its fear. Never has a movie been so afraid of itself and its audience. Episode is terrified of not giving Star Wars fans what they want, while simultaneously being absolutely no idea what they do want. When the plot of the movie leaked, many immediately dismissed it as fake. It was too stupid, too unbelievable, awful to actually be true. In fact, we were so sure that the leaks were a prank that Outtake publisher wrote a whole article about it. Then the unthinkable happened. We collectively witnessed leaks being confirmed on the big screen. Audience witnessed the Rise of Skywalker undo everything that happened. Yeah, and you're saying that the movie should have been more about insulting the audience and basically insulting them even more, like The Last Jedi was. You think that would have worked? I think you would have made... The situation became worse with The Rise of Skywalker, with what we got. People have no idea what the people want. Making movies, you have to appeal to people, or at least make a good movie. None of those movies were good, and they appealed to no one. Then, that happened. The Last Jedi. Yeah, well, The Last Jedi was just trash, and the new one was even trash. With reckless abandon to appease popular fan theories, and with utterly no regard for the narrative cohesion, and suffocate itself in a self-referential pondering to the original trilogy. More word salad and suffocate. Especially Return of the Jedi. Within the first 5 minutes, the film hit a level of embarrassing stupidity that few could have ever. Yeah. Well, listen. You're just saying word salad here. The movie was just bad, and you're trying to say it as good a way as possible. The movie was bad. Clearly, the legacy media is not on the side of the fans. They're not interested in the natural relationship between consumers and producers. Yeah, In fact, they live in a delusional fantasy land where their relationship, where they don't care. Rather, drones in the collective, like the ones in the Legacy Me, see themselves as cultural architects. They are not cultural architects. They should know that. They are only supposed to give us information. We do not want to be controlled, you stupid idiots. In some kind of third world ministry of culture where they decide what the consumer ought to consume. In their pre-brains, the consumer simply has no choice other than accept whether they decide to or of course, reality is the exact opposite. We will not consume your trash. We will not consume any of it. Get that through your skull. You will lose money. You reporters, you're going to lose your jobs because we will no longer buy any of your stuff. So the legacy media will not tolerate someone like Jon Favreau listening to fans that they feel ought to be subjugated. Well, that's not going to happen. We will fight back. Right now, a sizable portion of Star Wars fans seems to be satisfied with The Mandalorian. Not really. Not really. The longer that continues, the more likelihood that the legacy media will turn on. Yeah. Well, we looked at this, folks. And this article is, well, just shows us that things are basically, they're attacking anybody, aren't they? Yeah. Now, hey, Chris, I've been away for a while, but I've had the sleep schedule now for a few days. Your Ben Stiller joke had me ruffled. Don't worry, Ben can't take a joke. All I said was they should basically bash his head. I just don't hope I don't get like a strike for that or something. I really hope not. But Ben Stiller, basically weighing in on politics. He should shut up. Yeah, unbelievable. Well, let's see some other stuff. Right. Let me go to Kickstarter. Let's see how things are doing on that. What do we have here? Let's go to games for Kickstarter. Fire Tower, Freezing Flames expansion and reprint. Oh, there's Overlord. There's Sugar Heist. Well, let's go to Overlord. And then because it looks like a good game. It's a board game, but it looks great. Let's look at this article. I think I might buy it if I get a chance.
For years, they've lurked in their dungeons, vying for the title of boss monster. But a call has gone out, summoning them from their dark layers into the light. There's a whole new world to be mastered. A deadly overworld of dark forests, putrid swamps, eerie graveyards, menacing orc camps, and perilous caves. Which mastermind can bend this world to their will? Which monarch will raise the deadliest army of monsters? Which villain will build the most powerful map? Which boss will be crowned Overlord? Overlord is a video game-inspired board game set in the world of Boss Monster. Players take the roles of evil bosses, vying to create the deadliest and most powerful overworld map. The player with the highest power score at the end of the game wins. Each turn, players draft a terrain tile and monster token and place them on their board. But beware, each terrain type is scored differently at the end of the game, and you'll have to line up bands of monsters to maximize their deadliness. Overlord is perfect for players of all ages and skill levels. Beginning players will enjoy the map building and set collection aspects of the game, while advanced board gamers will find new ways to maximize their score with every playthrough. So it's time to leave your dungeon, join us in the world above, and claim your rightful crown as Overlord.
All right. It looks like a good game, man. Let's see how much it is. Rewards. Pledge a reward without a reward. Pledge $40 more Overlord Kickstarter edition. $40. It's not too bad, and it looks like a good board game. I could buy it and play it with my family. I think they'd love it. Interesting characters, how to play. As an Overlord boss, your goal is to build a map with the highest power players. Take turns drafting out tiles, and the game ends when every player's map is complete. All that time you'll tally, and that score determine the winner. Build terrain. Each turn, you'll draft one tile and token set from the marketplace, and the tile is an open spot on your map. Every terrain type for being adjacent to casts and other swamps cravers give a big bonus to whatever collects the most, while first increase in power as you collect more. Recruit monsters. Every tile comes with a token if it's a monster or a mini boss token, but put it on top of an open terrain tile. A monster with a matching icon scores a bonus point, and bands of monsters, lines of 2 or more in a row, give bigger bonuses. Looks good. Conquer the overworld. As you fill your map, use portals to move your monsters and mini-bosses. Collect crystals to multiply your power. With the smart placement and clever combos, you can build a truly powerful map. At the end of the game, the player with the highest score is crowned overlord. Full playthrough. The game looks good. You can also get some perks as well. The Tower Edition. How much has it made? It's made 153,665. This game is selling. Wow. Wow, it looks kind of even up higher, man. Look at that. I looked at this. Now, I can come back to Overlord a little bit later. Let's go to Sugar Heist.
My name's Alex, and I make cartoons on my YouTube channel. And this is my best friend, Zach Crayley. That cute giggling noise, that was actually his twins. We've always loved playing games together, so we thought, let's make one. We're making you a card game called Sugar Heist. Here's how it works. In Sugar Heist, babies collect, steal, and trade candy cards, which...
All right, this is getting a bit boring. I'm just going to read this out myself. Sugar Heist is a card game where players collect, trade, and steal candy cards, dominate your opponents, and strategically heist their sweets as you battle it out for the biggest stash of candy. Sugar Heist is quick to learn, family-friendly, and takes 45 to 60 minutes to play. It was created by Alex Clark, the comedian animator behind his self-titled YouTube channel, 4x3 million, executive TV writer, Heroes Are Born, Marvel's Avengers, blah, blah, blah. Together, they teamed up with Studio 71, The Binding of Isaac, Four Souls, and Science and Happiness, Joking Hazard to create their most ridiculous game yet. We guarantee that Sugar Heist is the best way to bring together family and friends so you can trade their trust and steal. Looks good. Not bad. Doing well. Let's see. I looked at this. Let's see if we can't find some other stuff. Let's see, RPGs, PC games, Black Friday PC, The Overseer. Let's see some games. Dark Heart Mansion. It doesn't look like it's in English. Crap. Let's go over here. Publishing, perhaps? Maybe take a look. Projects we love: arts, comics, illustration, publishing, art, comics, journalism, music, photography. Isn't like there's a real easy way to stuff. All right, let's see. This. Horror, all in horror. Let's do this. One Night Kill. Shunned. Film, huh? A Night in the Cabin, a feature horror film that has already been shot in Sweden. One Night in the Cabin is independent. Maybe I'll come back to that. All right, let's look at this. The Chair. The Chair. Ooh. The Chair. Let me just go to comics. All in comics. Gutter Spawn, a horror comic. Empathy and Viscera finds a creature in a gutter and takes it home. Gutter Spawn. Vamps, Wolves, Final Battle. Yeah. Let's see this. All right, I'm going over to T-Bird and Thrall for a moment. I think I'll read a bit more of the first issue. Maybe go over here. I can read a bit of the first things like that. I want to get to a part this down here. Here we have T-Bird, or was it? Well, Throttle. T-Bird here is basically looking at the different comic books of superheroes who have basically, done comic books for people to read. They're looking at it. He looks down and he sees a new T-Bird and Throttle. Well, he sees T-Bird and Throttle and stuff like that. New release, T-Bird Exposed, the true and told story. He sees someone basically told about personal stuff in his life. He picks it up and starts reading it. It makes him angry. His friend goes over to see him, but he doesn't see him. Mitch, where are you? I'm at your table. Whoa. Slow down. What comic? How do you let this happen? It's your job to be on top of this stuff. Let me make a few calls out and find out. No, I know who's behind this. Mitch, don't do anything rash. Don't do anything rash. All right. Now we're at the headquarters. Director Stalker, sir. Go ahead. Then deal with it. Sir, wait. You can't go in there. Stalker. And the guy smiles. And our hero here looks, he's basically cuffed. And he's basically brought before Stryker. Mr. Maddox, Mr. Maddox, I'm relieved you decided to respond to our summons. I was beginning to think you were ignoring us. I was not here because of any summons. That's too bad. It's too bad. I was certain Miss Sattler's charms had proved irresistible. This is the item in question, sir. Thank you, Lucky. You owe me $20. So this is the reason you stormed my building and bulldozed your way through security over tabloid comic trash? Don't play stupid. Tabloid comic trash fuels 24-hour news in Hollywood. This was a hit job, scraps of truth wrapped up in gigantic lies. There are things there, things only a handful of people would even know about. I resent the implication. Then explain it. Look, someone looking to make a quick buck based on rumor and hearsay. No one will pay attention. You can't dismiss this. This was done with a clear intent to shame and humiliate. If I may be blunt, you hardly have a career worth shaming. What if there's a demand for a new inquiry if I'm hauled back into court? The truth will win out. In the meantime, I'll be dragged through the mud. I won't have my daughter subjected to that. I won't go down quietly, Stryker. Your threats will get you nowhere, Maddox. Believe it or not, I'm on your side. If I find out that anyone at Starlink was involved with this, they will face swift retribution. I will not tolerate lies, gossips, or slanderers. Now, shall we get down to business? There are more urgent matters we need to discuss. All right, that was pretty good. Should I read the whole thing? Right now, he's basically... Let's get to this part. Not my problem. Unless you're going to press charges, uncuff me. I'm done here. It's about the engine. We believe we've discovered another one on the moon in the hands of the Lunarians. As you can see, that looks pretty good. That was T-Bird and Throttle. Not bad. Well, part of the first issue I read through. As I said, you can buy the new issue for $20. You can also get T-Bird and Throttle 0 through 4 digital. 25. The collected edition, the trade paperback for $45, telling the entire story. So that looks good. I really have to look into buying that. The art is pretty good and pretty reasonable. Let's go down to this trailer.
I'm Josh Howard, the writer.
I'm going down to.
After 3 successful campaigns, I'm back to fund.
And you saw the art, saw the trailer there. It looks pretty good. Let's see. Go over here. Let's look at some stuff. Oh yeah, there we did see. There's Soul Food Comics Volume 1. I really don't want to check this out because it looks like trash. The art looks horrible to me, but maybe I'm being. Maybe it's so bad, but it looks like all the men look like girls there. Oh, wait a minute. There's the Lost Pages, which is at 14,472 with 6 days left. It's probably going to get another 30 days for its campaign. It's nearly reached its new stretch goal. So let's go down here and take a look at the stretch goals. This guy gets a $15,000. That way it'll add another story to the extra comic you can buy. Tales of the Lost Pages. Let's see. If they looks like they added some new artwork. Masquerade trading card by Passion by Drawing. All right, looks good. All right, stretch goals. 4,000 logo stickers for all the backers unlocked. 5,000 bookmark by Brandon Diaz for all backers unlocked. 8,000 blockheads for all backers unlocked. 13,500 at the pianist for a page short story to bonus comic by Brandon Diaz. 15,000, a new story, and it's getting there. Another story for the Lost Tales of the Lost Pages. So yeah, this book is getting up there. Hopefully it gets another 30 days and then goes in demand because I want to see this book get bigger and bigger. 14,472 just needs another 14,000. Oh yeah, I guess it needs another $500, huh? Ooh, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Now let's go over here. I like the look of that board game with the 8-bit Nintendo graphics back in the day when games were good. Subvert expectations. Yep. Did not subvert expectations back then. Did you already talk about Last of Us 2? Yeah, Last of Us 2 is failing. It's basically no one's basically taking it seriously, and the fans are hating it. Some people are apparently. Did anyone enjoy this? I'm not quite sure. Most of what I've heard is that people mostly hate The Last of Us 2, but I did talk about a few stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I was on the Lost Pages. Do I want to see this trailer now or give it a little bit? Let's go over here. There's There's T-Bird and Darnold. Florida Man, which has made $4,093. That's got 41 days left. It's going for $7,500. This will make it. It's almost made its money there, so that's good. Let's go over here. Death Shroud has made $8,002. Got 23 days left. Ooh. Graham Nolan's The Chinoo has made $45,000. The Muffin Man, $67,000. Heard about maybe. Looks like a book I haven't seen before. Cyberfrog Unforgivable Tales has made made more money, I think. Cecil's Next Big Thing still is going to launch. Oh, the Mighty Mascots has made $4,155. Let's take a look at that. They need 5,000. Oh, yeah, they're mostly there, aren't they? They got 17 days left. They're going to make well over 5,000 even before this first part of their campaign is up. They got another 30 days after that for another campaign. This looks great. Here we have the Mighty Mascots basically being trashed by new characters. Their arch enemies, probably. We have a guy who looks like Goku, parody, or rather Ryu from Street Fighter parody, a Super Mario parody, a Purple Gorilla that might be based on Frankenberry, as well as Magilla Gorilla, as well as what's his name? No, I guess Grape Ape would be the thing. I'm still saying Frankenberry if he's part of a cereal mascot, or as well as being Donkey Kong. We also have a Sonic the Hedgehog parody with that yellow rabbit, and Wendy's as well as Laura Croft parody. There. Here we have the characters for the mighty mascots. Captain Horatio Honeyflakes, who is Captain Horatio Honeyflakes is obviously a parody of Captain Crunch. Boxer Bear is part of that that cereal with cinnamon flakes, bear flakes, cinnamon toast. That bear cereal, Boxer Bear. We have Mondo Martian, and I don't know who that is. Brewster McPunch is obviously the Kool-Aid guy. We have Professor Manny Coleman. Then we have Whack, Smack, and Boom, who are obviously a parody of Snap, Crackle, and Pop. They also added some new artwork. This is fun to read through. Once I release my Tartar creeps into your town, they will decay everything in sight. Run for your lives! Put a call out to the mascots. Looks like the muckmouth is at it again. I guess. Well, matey, I guess cavities don't take a day off. Oh, snap! The shipment of Alterna fruit pies might just be the destruction we need. You can't trick me with real fruit filling and flaky sugary crust. My tartar creeps have no teeth yet. They're eating them. So many flavors. Savory apple, lush lemon, heavenly cherry. So much variety. Flavors. Enough to satisfy even my cavity-ridden mouth. Well, matey, you can enjoy all the Alterna fruit pies you can once you're on ice. Have it be. Very good, Captain. Have it be. Very good, Captain. But in our business, you are what we call a simple extraction. Yeah, let's see. The comic itself, you get you can either, for $10, you can get the collected Mascots 100-page giant for the first 3 issues, or you can get the Mighty Mascots individual issues for $10 each. You can also fund for the Mighty Mascots new story, that's issues 4 through 6 for $15. That's just good. Just good. You can also get a bunch of comic books for some other terms, or you can, for add-ons, you can get some of these comic books like that. I suggest getting the Mighty Mascots issues 1 through 3 by themselves, because they're basically selling each issue for $5 with the add-ons. So I think it would be cheaper. But then again, you can, if I get the Mighty Mascots individual issues, I can get that for $10. I can add the 100-page giant as an add-on for $10. And I can add Mighty Mascots new storyline for 5 and 6 for another $15. I'm trying to save money here if I decide to fund this book. I kind of wanted to get the 100-page giant because it looks like a good book and I can get the whole story at one time. Here's the overview. For those of you new to the comic, the Mighty Mascots are a super group formed from a freak 3D printing accident. Together, they fight the evil group that is bent on taking over the world by using an army of corrupted and twisted versions of beloved brand mascots and characters. Looks good. Let's see, go down here. You have the different comic books. Oh. Chris variant cover Mighty Mascots. Image revealed at 100 backers. How many backers do they have now? 98 backers. That's great. Only 2 more backers, and then we'll get to see that variant cover. Here's some different issues, new comics and stuff like that. I love the art here. Not bad. Very, very nice. I love comics. 150 backers, 100 backers, 50 backers. Just going to get even more money from here on date. Most of the month isn't even. They have 17 days left, which means this campaign hasn't even been out a whole. even half a month yet, and they're already mostly there. In a next few days, they'll reach 5,000, and they will be fully funded. But they're going to make even more. I'd say this campaign might reach 15,000 to 20,000 before it's over. I'd say so. Let me go back to the chat. Let's see. Ben Stiller can take his Robin statue. Alternate comics are awesome. I'm team comics. Yep, that is true. Let's see. I can come back to this trailer later. Oh, what do we have here? Serpent Handler. If Jack Kirby wrapped his fist in your heavy metal magazine, he made him free down your throat. Shoved it down your throat. No, didn't even hear about this. Copies. Looks, I think I have barely heard about this, but the artwork looks good. Let's go down here. Not much artwork up. It's only made $7,061. Let's take a look at some of the artwork it has in it. Not really showing us what it looks like. This is kind of making me a bit nervous. I can come back to this later and stuff. But it's been funded. Mainly because I'm going to look at some other stuff. What do we do? Explore. Let's go to video games. I want to see about what they have in video games now. Dead Matter. There's Frog Song again. There's Riven, ended. Frog Song is 8 hours left. It's made 3,490. Going for it's been fully funded. 2,581. 8 hours left. Been still making money. Doing pretty well. And if it goes in, I might fund this book because it looks like it might be pretty good. I mean, fund this game. Frog Song. I can take a look at this trailer later. I'm going to go looking at some more games down here. Escape from Utopia, still running through in demand. It's been funded. There's Galicia Chaos Spear. Skuld Against the Black Prairie. Now, as I've said before, I really like the art style to this game. Looks like a classic style. I love the artwork here. I can come look at the trailer a little bit. But first I'm just looking around. I don't see any new games on here. I fear they'd be making more of them. Having to dig through stuff. Oh, there's a Troll Droid, which has made $58,843, and it's been fully funded. Not bad, not bad. Heroes from Earth, RPG book with videos and map. I looked at this yesterday. It looks like another good RPG video game. It looks great. Let's take a look at it again. Well, let me do that. Let me go. Let's see this. Got 53 minutes in. Not bad. There's something wrong with this. Yeah, I mean, it's ended and stuff, I guess. Yeah, I can't get it and stuff. Oh, it doesn't matter. The game's over. I can't even fund the game. That's too bad. Let's see. What's this? No, another ended one. Another ended one. A bunch of ended games. All right, I'll go back up here. Let's go to... look at that. The Fairy Ring for Pathfinder RPG in 5th edition. We looked at this. Maybe. I think that trailer isn't very fun. I think I remember it. Let's look at Skuld's trailer. And this looks like a great game. Skuld Against the Black Prairie, a dark fantasy RPG featuring modern design combined with a classic 8-bit look and feel. And it looks like a great game. I love the art style here. Look at that artwork. Now that we looked at this, let's look at some other trailers now. There's Calentia Chaos Spear. Usually the trailer here is a bit long for it and stuff, but it basically tells about how this game looks. It's made $19,229. You can still fund it. Digital download, 10 GB, 12 USD. And it looks like a good game, and I love the art style here too. Here's stage preview. Let's take a look at this. I guess. What I'm seeing of this looks actually looks great. I like that. That looked good. You can see some more of what they do here, but they mostly just talk about it, or just show you like this and stuff. I could look at this. I'm just going to show you some of the playing stuff like that. Here's some more. It looks good, huh? Let me do this. And here's what we just looked at. All right, that was Galentia Chaos Spear. Good looking game and made and funded, and you'll probably enjoy if you buy it. Apparently, you can even get a digital download 10 GB. That basic card and extras. Let's see. Basic card and extras. Sleeve 30 millimeter Galentia model, 3x4 A3 poster. Sleeve package version of the campaign exclusive version of the game on cartridge, 35 millimeter Galentia fighter model, 30 and blueprint posters. That looks pretty good. I'd like to get a card of this. I wonder if I can get one for Nintendo or maybe something like that. I wouldn't mind actually having like that and stuff. Basic cart, big box cart extras. Let's see. Becker's Only T-shirt, big cart extras. 3 claim, November 2018. AGB, 100 USD. Looked at Galentia. Let's go over here. Take a look at some more comics. There's the Darth Krill Cometh Star Wars fan comic miniseries, which is made 1,876, only 37% funded. 31 days to go. 37% funded, huh? Yeah. Extended their campaign. They did. Did they? That's good. That's Bolt Action 2. Let's take a look at this. Looks good. Let's go down here. Some of the artwork. Oh, nice. Oh, the interior art. Wow, nice. Classic looking. Oh, looks good. Looks pretty good. It's been fully funded already. That's good, but it's only made 8,644. So that's good. Let's take a look. Any other stuff? The middle ground. Not bad. Let's go here. Publishing is what was I looking for that? Where are you? I might be in the wrong area. All right, let's go to writing and publishing. I wonder if you're up. Toy Ventures Magazine. Hey, Hoth Rebel A6, look at this.
Do you miss toy magazines? I really do. Hi, I'm Brian. I'm the creator of Plaidsteins.com, host of the Toy Ventures YouTube series, and author of the book Rack Toys, Cheap Crazed Playthings, which was all about 70s and 80s dime store toys. For the last 20 years, I've been a freelance writer and photographer whose work has appeared in publications like Famous Monsters of Filmland, Toy Fair, Lee's Action Figure Review, SFX Magazine, Toy Shop, and I was a regular long-running columnist for Village Voice's Topless Robot. My latest project is Toy Ventures. It's an old-school print magazine about vintage toys from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, covering topics and items that don't get the respect or time they deserve. Each issue will feature comprehensive collector guides, rare photographs, interviews, and articles by some of the top experts in the field. Issue number 1 will be a salute to the celebrated toy company Azrak Hamway International, or AHI for short. This issue will cover the Star Trek merchandise produced by AHI, a guide to the world-famous super monsters. This will be the main feature. It'll be the most comprehensive gallery of AHI super monster action figures, compiling every known figure and packaging variant. Plus, we delve into the company history and solve a few mysteries. Planet of the Apes. We're going to get right into the weird world of Planet of the Apes merchandise by Azrak Hamway. I Wanted the Best is a story by Steve about his quest for the fabled, hard-to-find AHI KISS microphone. Space 1999. Let's talk about the merchandising blitz that featured Martin Landau, including pieces from Martin Landau's very own collection. And we're going to round it out with the crime-fighting, parachuting superheroes that AHI produced. Subsequent issues will feature toys from Mego, Hasbro, Remco, Ideal, Lincoln International, Fisher-Price, Kenner. You get the gist. What we're doing here is looking to raise the minimum amount to get a print run going and to spread awareness. We'll be printing the magazine in Canada with a family-owned firm. If you want to kick in a buck, we'll thank you with some super spooky Super Monsters wallpaper. If you don't like print, we have a digital copy we will sell you. And of course, if you buy a physical copy of the magazine through this fundraiser, we'll include 2 collectible Super Monster buttons that won't be available after the fact. And if we can exceed 1,500 copies sold, I will increase the page count by 8 and include pages from the 1974 and 75 Azrak Hamway International catalogs as an added bonus. Thank you so much for watching this and possibly supporting us. If you do know somebody that you think might enjoy the...
And that was Toy Ventures. Play Stallions Toy Ventures. I thought this would be a good... I've looked at this and it looks like a good magazine, the back. Now, let's go down here. There's Combat Frame Exceeds. Yes, basically it's a novel series that's basically like Gundam and stuff, where these giant robots fight for humanity against aliens and stuff. Let's see. Let me go look at this. All right. This. Take a look at some stuff right here. Year's best for fiction. Looks like it's closed. We have Singularity Sunrise. I wanted to show it off. It's made 1,890, so that's doing good. We get this. Let's go back over to comics. There. Maybe I should just do this. Do that again. I guess I gotta do this. Explore comics. There's Ardrina. There's No from Richard Meyer, our boy Zach. Oh, wait a minute. Dan Fraga's Black Flag only has 2 days left. It's made 155, 669. Has it made any more stretch goals? No, but it's made all of them. Hopefully, let's see if they'll go to updates. Maybe they've added a new stretch goal. Victorious, 150,000. We did it. You are the best. Thank you so much. The Black Flag campaign has hit the 150,000 stretch goal. That means every book order is now getting the book upgraded to perfect bound format. A folded poster of the original Black Flag 1 cover from 1995. And now a new book, Black Flag 0.5 featuring art and stories from old school creators, as well as a new up-and-comers, and the top it off fan art section. We also stoked. Let's keep going. At 106,000, we'll be getting a Rob Willis folded poster featuring his pencil art for the upcoming Black Flag variant. The poster will be included with all the orders. Once we hit 160,000, you're basically halfway there doing that now with 2 days left. And then you're going into in demand, I think, at that point, right? You're probably going to reach 160,000 and over in the next 2 days, Fraga, so good for you. All right. There's this. Let me go do this. Let's see. I'm going to look at Cyberfrog. Well, Unforgettable Tales and Wrecked Planet. Oh, wait a minute. I got to check something. Ooh, an hour and 7 minutes in. What are your favorite classic video games? I love Contra and Skate or Die. Well, I love Super Mario Brothers 3. I also love, let's see, what else? Castlevania. Mega Man 2 was great. Other classic games, Street Fighter 2, I meant. Let's see. I'm thinking about them. Going through them and stuff. Street Fighter. What other games do I like? Well, Mortal Kombat games. I like the original games. Let's see. Classic games I liked. Well, there's Legend of Zelda, as well as that. I did Mega Man 2. Never got to play Metroid though. I love Toys R Art. Those toys are before my time, but I'm still fascinated. I know they still look great, don't they? Hoth Rebel 86. Let's see. McKay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. What was I going to look at again? Oh, yeah. Oh, The Muffin Man. I have yet to look at this. This looks like something interesting. Let's look at it. A black and white horror action comic. Let's go down here. The Muffin Man. Looks nice. Limitless Comics and the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man is the newest character to come out of crushing out of the stable of Limitless Comics. If you're new to Limitless, we are an independent comic book publishing company owned and created by Anthony Moore. Limitless Comics has previously published 6 comic books in the world of the realms. Now we're kicking off with the second title, The Muffin Man 1. This horror action comic is going to change the world of an indie comics forever, and the train isn't going to be stopping here, so why don't you hop on board? How much are they going for? 500. That's a good idea. Thank you for going only for 500 and not basically making it so that people are scared of your comic book. And the artwork looks good. Oh, look at that. Ooh, nice. Very nice looking. Oh. Interesting art. Very, very nice. The Muffin Man. Look at that cover. Before I do anything else, maybe we should read a bit more. The artwork looks good. Little Miss Patty Cakes. Not everybody's as friendly with Muffin Man as Patty is, though. In the story, you can also discover the horrific mutated angler monster, plus get a peek at the origins of another dangerous sewer dweller, Maggot. Also, another future antagonist of the Muffin Man whom you will meet in the story's mercenary don't play by the numbers. Huh. A mercenary, huh? Looks good. Let's take a look at this trailer. It's just going to basically be him talking, huh?
Hello, everyone. My name is Anthony Moore, the owner and creator of Limitless Comics. And today...
And it's not bad. I'm not going to listen to this guy, though. It's another talking video. Could you at least have had your artwork up as you did with some music? But no, you can't do that. Right, let's see. We got an hour and 11 minutes. There's Orgasm Girl, which has made 9,863. Let's take a 863. It's made well over 5,000 now, so that's good. I've yet to look at the trailer for this and stuff. As you know, Orgasm Girl has the power to make men orgasm after she touches them and snaps her fingers. And she's basically being tracked by this organization who wants to use her powers to take over the world. Basically, how they do that, well, I don't know how. Because she has the power to make men orgasm and after she touches them and then when she wants them to orgasm. I don't know. Let's see. She has the power to make men orgasm after she touches them. I don't know how you can go from anywhere after that. So I don't know how that goes. All right. Oh, Cash Grab is made 171 and 196. Money Mascots, I did say. Oh, there it is. Ethan, Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet is now at $937. $937, 640. It's approaching $940,000. Not bad. Hopefully this will break $1 million soon. As I've constantly said, I've already backed this book. I'm getting the Ides of March cover. I'm going to back it again because I want this Jar Lee cover, as well as the Salamandroid Death Sting book. The thing is, I'm also getting 2 other comic books because they've reached stretch goals. So 2 new comic books are being included with that order. So I am getting those for free. So that's great. Let's see. Let's go over to updates. We've seen he's updated what he's getting here. I'm working with all the perks for the campaign and wanted to show you the Cyberfrog PVC toy that all backers of Wrecked Planet are getting. That's because we're making more money. This is a digital model and I'm working on what size it will be. I pictured it to be the size of a Hot Wheel car, but we'll see. It might be bigger if I can keep the costs in line. It'll be a nice blister pack card, just like Hot Wheel car with a beautiful art and design. You'll love it. I'm going to make a matching Salamandroid PVC toy as well and make that available on this campaign for purchase. If you back this honeycomb box, you're already getting all of this with your order. Congrats. See here? Here are both toys, the digital version of it. They're what they're going to look like. Guess what, though? There's been more updates, though. And when you know what that update is, it's the fact that you see they're basically just statues and stuff, but they're called toys. Well, the thing is, they've been able to make Salamandroid's tail now adjustable. So you can make it doesn't have to be stuck in this design you have it here. It's going to be able to be any design you want to make it look. Instead of it basically wrapping, you can just make it look like something else or make it turn it around the other way. Of course, everything else is going to be the same because it's going to be just a little statue, but you can get that for this toy at least. That what it means is that tail is going to be adjustable. You can rearrange the way it looks. That's what I'm trying to say. But everything else about the toys is exactly what this model looks like. They're just going to be little statues that you can play with. They look good, and I really like what I'm looking there. They look nice. Looking very, very good. Now, an hour and 15 minutes in. Let's see. I think right now I'll show you guys some of the this is where I basically say go and subscribe to these other channels. Remember, go subscribe to X's channel, Ignis Monstrosities, if I can remember it. If you know what it is, basically say that. Right now, though, let's go and look at stitched together pics. Stitch. I'm the Maniacal Cinephile. His show is basically good. It's like, the Angry Video Game Nerd or Nostalgia Critic, but his channel has its own stuff and it's just good. So, like Nostalgia Critic or the Angry Video Game Nerd, Maniacal Cinephile is just great to watch. So let's look at his trailer here.
My boss will thank you. The Lawnmower 3.0. Now, everybody online say that this is the best thing to not.
It's hopeless. No matter how many remakes I boot.
And that was one of his shows he does, Boots the Reboots, where he basically, as you see, he basically explains it. Now, let's see, one like that. Let's go over to here. Here we are. I already looked at that. Let's go over to Creepy Little Book. Creepy Little Book is where, like the Art Bell radio show, they do live streams every night about 10 o'clock or so. They talk about the weird and strange things that go on in the world. That's Creepy Little Book. They need more subscribers, I think, because they deserve more of them. As you can see, both of those channels were pretty good. Now we're going over to Robot Co-op. Let me do this. What's this? Let's roast Bug for a Happy Father's Day. Let's just take a look at this for a moment. Just a moment, actually. They do a bunch of funny stuff. See, they look awesome, don't they? They use these robot puppets and basically do live streams, and they're just fun to watch.
Hello again, Coggers. It's us, Robot People and Rick.
Yep, pretty much. You're a robot person now.
I am.
But not next stream.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. You know what that means? A real pickle.
Okay, I'm sorry. Please take no offense. But we're going to put clone pickles back in the locker?
All right. See, these guys are just fun to watch and stuff. They're just great. That's Robot Co-op. Subscribe to them. Also, go and subscribe to my own YouTube channel. Read comics. They're bad for you. Then go over to Library and BitChute and subscribe to my channels on those two websites. They're both under the name Comic Freak. Let's see. We're an hour 20 minutes in. Remember, I'll be back again tomorrow about 5 or 6 for another live stream, so be sure to check me out again then. I'm Chris Williams from the Scumdogs Kennel. Thank you all for joining me. I'll see you all again soon.